Heyo, welcome. Gemini on Air is now presenting Gemini versus Geminis. So, this is the only video that the introduction is different because both of you are Geminis, right? There is no cross-watcher here. Which means if your chart has Gemini placement, then this reading may resonate with you. So I would take it as Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. Wow, Gemini 2 already flipped out the Sun cards, okay? Please feed yourself. If you think you're Gemini 1, then Gemini 1. If you think you are the Gemini 2, then Gemini 2, okay? The format is exactly the same. I'm not going through how to do and what does it mean, again, about the cards, okay? Let's start the reading with the energy check-in. Wow, King of Swords. Both of you are so cold to each other, but I feel like Gemini 2 is going to reignite this connection again, because just now I said the Sun card already flipped open on Gemini 2 side. But right now, someone, especially the masculine energy, are so cold in this connection or acting cold. But this masculine energy is having a very clear head what they should say, what they should do. And they know all the truth. They know the answers. They know what's happening. Or they are ready to tell the truth as well, which they already think for quite a long time, and they are very ready to let this know. Let this be known. Okay, Gemini 1, what is your energy? Wow, 3 of Wands in reverse. Gemini 1, what happened to you? You feel like the obstacles is very difficult to overcome, right? Some obstacles between both of you. It could be a distance, an actual distance, like living in different countries or different cities. It could be age difference or differences in terms of career or finance. Please fit in yourself. But Gemini 1, you feel like it is quite difficult to overcome because the difference are right there. You couldn't pretend that you didn't see it, or you didn't feel it. Sometimes 3 of Wands in reverse, it could be some arguments as well in terms of the future planning, future strategy, or even some ambitions in terms of work. Both of you may have different point of views, okay? And you are quite serious about this issue. You couldn't pretend you didn't see it, I should say. Okay, but Gemini 2 is very positive. And I feel like Gemini 2 is trying to make you happy, trying to love you with all they could do, because the Sun card is very positive, very energetic, very passionate. Sometimes even though Gemini 1, you feel like it is a lot of obstacles to overcome, but Gemini 2 is still very positive that these obstacles could overcome as long as they could make you happy, they could make you feel confident, they could make you feel, get back to the track of being positive again. Okay? And I feel like both of you already touched this part. Differences between both of you it is no issue. Because the energy checking is the King of Swords right here. It is a known issue. You know it, and you talk about it as well. Talk about it very clearly. Maybe that is why Gemini 2 is trying is trying to figure out what they should do, and now they know what they should do with the Sun card energy. Okay, so what is the blockage? Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interest in you. Gemini 1, what happened to you? Why are you playing games? I don't see it coming, honestly. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Gemini 2 is trying to do something to make Gemini 1 happy, but Gemini 1, with the 3 of Wands in reverse energy, I feel like you try to stop or block whatever Gemini 2 wants to or try to do for you. And your blockage is playing games. You may intend to reject Gemini 2 so that you don't have to step out your comfort zone, so that you don't have to do to have a further development with Gemini 2. I don't understand why you are trying to stop this connection growing. Maybe you aren't quite frustrated with the differences. And that is why you are trying to play games to stop this connection growing. You may say something that is quite mean or quite harsh or even quite cold towards Gemini 2 when Gemini 2 is trying to please you. What is happening? Yeah, confusion. You try to confuse Gemini 2. That this connection is not going to work, that this connection is not what you want, or you are trying to make Gemini 2 feel like this connection is not going to be easy, at least as easy as how Gemini 2 think. That is no good, Gemini 1. Now Gemini 2 is confused, I would say so confused by you, because you act like you are telling the truth, but to me you are telling some truth to try to confuse Gemini 2. I don't really say that this King of Swords is mean or cold-hearted, but in this reading, I kind of channel this message or this energy. Gemini 1, you should be the one. What is the reality? Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. You are trying to say things that is not existing. You're just trying to confuse Gemini 2, I would say. Because Gemini 2 was very positive, or is still very positive in this connection. But I feel like you want to give some challenges to Gemini 2. Gemini 1, you want to give some challenges to Gemini 2. And that is why you say something that is not real, at least not real from your heart or from your head. And try to confuse Gemini 2 to see how they react. And now they are confused. But Gemini 2, actually, I feel like you're fine. Your blockage is confusion, which means you have to trust your own belief. Don't let Gemini 1 to confuse you. They are trying to play games, at least mind games, I could say, because playing games with King of Swords and also the Page of Swords in reverse as well. Gemini 1 is playing mind games against you. Don't let them confuse you. The things that you feel, the things that you think is right. Just trust yourself, okay? Gemini 1 definitely has some thoughts to proceed this connection to be a relationship or to proceed this relationship to a marriage. I'm not sure why Gemini 1 is trying to do it. It may be testing your loyalty. It may be trying to feel themselves being important. That's weird. Action card, yeah, is strength. I feel like this is Gemini 1. You are trying to confuse Gemini 2 to make yourself feeling important in this connection. You want to test the loyalty from Gemini 2 because you lack of confidence. And when this strength in reverse showing up on the action position, I would say you did all this because of lacking of confidence. You're not brave enough, Gemini 1. It could be about the differences between both of you. Maybe one is very negative and one is very positive. That could also be another difference as well. The energy check-in and the most possible outcome is Four of Wands in upright position. That is a good news. It could be a potential marriage, or it could be a potential long-term, stable, secure relationship as well. But right now, Gemini 1, you are your own obstacles to receive this blessing. Because did you see that? You are in the Three of Wands in reverse position. You are stopping yourself to proceed to Four of Wands. You are the one who is blocking your own blessing. Okay, you have to think about it. Queen of Cups in reverse. You are trying to emotionally control someone in this relationship. Definitely Gemini 1, I should say, okay? Because I already covered this message a lot just now. I'm not going to repeat it because Queen of Cups in reverse sometimes gives me a vibe that someone is trying to emotionally control someone and at least make someone feel sad, feel upset, feel emotional, or feel confused. And right now Gemini 2 is being confused by you, Gemini 1. So if you want to see this connection to come to a Four of Wands energy, then you have to work on yourself, Gemini 1. Okay? Open your eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You have trust issue, Gemini 1. I told you you are the negative one. Gemini 2 is the the positive one. You don't believe that Gemini 2 is could be positive all the time. So that is why you test their loyalty. But you let the games play in yourself. You let your own games play yourself, okay? Twin flame, oh my god. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. Of course, Gemini represents mirror. And twin flame, this person is your mirror soul. Especially 4 of Wands, 1111, also in another twin flame energy. You don't believe that this connection is going to be a good one. It could be too good to be true. And you saw something on Gemini 2 that you couldn't do it, or you are not able to act like that, such as the positivity. Okay, and that is why you are trying to destroy Gemini 2 as well, because you couldn't do it. That is a twin flame energy. Okay, you really have to think about it, Gemini 1. You are playing your own games, and you are letting this game to play on your own face as well, because 4 of Wands is waiting for you. Okay, so I hope you like this reading, and if you like this reading, please subscribe, like, share, and thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.